Hello, jewelry friends. It's Amy, and I'd like to welcome you to my next video. This video is going to feature different thrifting hauls that I've done through the past couple of weeks. This first one I want to talk about, this is a nephrite jade necklace that is a throw over. There is no clasp on it whatsoever. And I purchased this at a thrift store in Nashville called Buffalo Exchange. And if you've ever been to Buffalo Exchange, it's over by Vanderbilt University. It was the first time I'd ever been there. And it is, let's just say, for the hipsters. And when I walked in, this 50-something-year-old lady, then all the kids kind of looked up and looked at me and then immediately dismissed me and went back to their shopping. But the employees there were absolutely fantastic. And I just totally ignored all the clothes. I went straight over to the jewelry. They had a lot of resin stuff, a lot of rainbows and cherries and unicorns and things like that. But this one necklace right here just stood out because it was obviously very, very different. I walked up to it, I grabbed a hold of it, immediately felt how cold it was, knew it was real, flipped over the price tag and couldn't believe it when it said $5. And I was like, sold, take it. But the employees, they were very, very nice. And I was in and out very quickly because I didn't go there to shop for the clothes. But that was the Buffalo Exchange, and that was in Nashville over by Vanderbilt University. So let's pan over here a little bit. And right here, these are probably my most recent acquisition. These are some coin pearl earrings set in sterling silver. They are marked 925 Thailand, and I purchased these at an estate sale that I stopped at in Donaldson, and I paid $6 for them. Over here, you might see the price tag on this one. These are some cross-shaped pearls earrings, and they are studs. And I purchased this from a thrift store in Donaldson called 1035, and that is the Christian upscale resale shop that I like to go to. And this is their little card, and the little girls there, they price things and prep things. And I just saw those and I knew I had to have those too. While I was there, I also picked up this pearl stretch bracelet. You can see here that the stretch is about gone on it and the threads are hanging out. And the little rondelles could use a little cleanup, but these are real pearls. And I thought if anything, I would take them and restring them into something a little better. And I paid $3. All their bracelets are $3. Let's see here. This necklace back here, I picked up at City Thrift. I've mentioned City Thrift before, and that is in Smyrna, Tennessee. And this is they are not pearls, although they look like silver pearls. They are on an old clasp here that is heavily tarnished. You can probably see how tarnished it is. But I think they're just glass. They're not real. They're not magnetic. They're not metal, but just a real nice little strand of fake pearls, and I'm okay with that. Now look at this right here. Look at these really cool earrings. I pulled these out of the case at a thrift store called Southern Thrift. And in Nashville, there are two locations of Southern Thrift. One is on Harding Place, the other is on Charlotte Pike. And I purchased these at the Charlotte Pike location. And they have all sorts of jewelry there. And I was hoping they were sterling silver. They are not. But they're light as can be, and they just have a cool factor. And so I just had to have them. I thought they wouldn't... Man, I think I need to go to Hawaii or someplace tropical and wear these. Aren't they pretty? I just really like them a lot. Now here in Middle Tennessee, the Goodwill locations, they'll accept your jewelry donations, but they do not sell anything. They put those in those shop Goodwill boxes that you can purchase online. And I know that Nashville doesn't really get a very good rep whenever people people who do unboxings, whenever they unbox a jewelry a Goodwill box from Nashville. But really, if you ask me, it's because the people who shop at Goodwill know that the jewelry is being sourced out. And if you're like me and you have some jewelry you want to donate, I prefer to give it to someplace like 1035 or Southern Thrift or City Thrift. I've done that on several occasions. Okay, so going back to, oh, here, I want to share this with you next. Let's take this off, put this on. It is yard sale season finally here in Middle Tennessee. And, oops, and I got to go to 2 different community yard sales today, and I was in, while there were several yard sellers that had some jewelry there available, this was the only thing I purchased jewelry wise today, and I paid $1 for it, and it is marked sterling silver, 925 sterling silver, and these are real pearls, and they're set on black cord and knotted in there, and I just thought they were so pretty, and for $1, why not? And it's three strands. Now, the piece that blew my socks off came from City Thrift, and I've actually had it since March the 18th, because I went the day after St. Patrick's Day. I had some clothing items I'd picked up to return. You only have 14 days to return clothing items with the receipt and with the tag still on. So I brought home some items. City Thrift also does not have any try-on rooms, so you kind of got to guess. And unfortunately, I guessed wrong on some sizes. So I took some items back, and I went back on March the 18th. And I had spied this necklace in the jewelry case before when on that shopping trip where I actually purchased some clothing, and they wanted $39.99 for it, and it was a blue tag, and they are kind of like Goodwill in that they do color discounts, but the day I was there, blue was not the color, so I left it there. And then on March the 17th, on St. Patrick's Day, they had any color tag 50% off. And so whenever I went in on the 18th, I did a double take whenever I saw this still sitting in the jewelry case. And the tag was still blue. It was still $39.99. However, on March the 18th, blue tags went 50% off. And so I asked the girl behind the counter, I said, is that really going to be half off? She said, yep. And I said, oh, I can't believe it's here after your half off day yesterday. And she said, can you believe it? Nobody asked to get in the jewelry case at all yesterday. She said it was really kind of weird. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be complaining about that. So let me put you out of your misery. This is a Relios, Carolyn Pollock Relios lapis lazuli stone necklace. And I was so excited. At first I thought it was Soda Light, but when you really get down on it, you can see the golden flakes in it, and it is lapis lazuli. I have done some research on it and confirmed that yes, this is lapis lazuli. And whenever I purchased it, I didn't even know it was Relios. I knew it, like I said, I thought it was Soda Light, so I thought I'd go ahead and buy it because I like Soda Light, and I thought it was a beautiful tribal inspired necklace, and I just love collecting, real stone jewelry like this. And so I purchased it. The only thing I did was I ran my hand over it to make sure that there were no chips or anything like that. And the girl was like, "Oh no, it's a great necklace." And so I got this for $19.99. And I think that was awesome. And so I got in the car and got into some better lighting. And then whenever I checked the tag, and I immediately recognized the logo for the Relios. And I was just so excited. And I think it's just such a beautiful necklace. And I can't wait to wear it. I can't wait to wear all of these. Let me see here. I've been saving all this to share with all of you, so I haven't worn any of it. And of course, this one I just picked up today when I was out yard selling. The other things I have to share with you is our local Joann's is closing. It's going out of business. So I was able to pick up some silk cords. That way I can work on my knotting skills as inspired by Anna, Vintage Jewelry Galore. And I also wanted to point out to you this little casket jewelry box that I picked up at the Nashville flea market. And it was filthy as all get out, but I bought some silver polish and polished it right up. There's the little scene on it right there. Got some dogs and a sleeping lady, and it looks like a little hunter fella's found her taking a little nap out in the woods. And the inside has this beautiful red velvet. It's got real nice hinge. There's the undercarriage on it. It does have a marking right here. It says JS and 9553. So that's what it says right here. And it's got the little feet on it. And it's in perfect condition. And I paid $5 for this from a vendor at the Nashville flea market. Probably back in January, I think is when I got this. But I just recently cleaned it up. So I guess that's all I have to share with you right now. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. Please share my information. It's so funny. Some of my YouTube friends are like, I'm at X number of subscribers, and they're like, I never thought I'd get there. And I'm like, I'm just over 30, but I think that's awesome. I'm really excited about that. And I do appreciate all of my subscribers. But if you haven't yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you would click on the subscribe button to help my numbers go up. And I look forward to I have some other things planned video-wise for you. And I hope to see you around. And of course, as always, I hope that God blesses you greatly. Bye-bye.